Hello everyone and welcome to Roadmap. So today's topic is resources and development part 3, and if you like the video don't forget to click on thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe for more video updates. Now topics to be covered here are alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, arid soil, forest soil, soil erosion and also soil conservation. Now, coming to the alluvial soil, this is the most widely spread and most important soil. The entire northern plains are made up of alluvial soil. These have been deposited by three important Himalayan river systems, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra and the Indus. These soils extend in Rajasthan and Gujarat through a narrow corridor. And alluvial soil is also found in the eastern coastal plains, particularly in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri rivers. The alluvial soil consists of various proportions of sand, silt and clay. As we move inland towards the river valleys, soil particles appear somewhat bigger in size. Now in the upper reaches of the river valley, then that is the near place of the break of slope, the soils are coarse. Such soils are more common in Piedmont plains such as Dours, Chows and Terai. Apart from the size of their grains or components, soils are also described on the basis of their age. According to their age, alluvial soils can be classified as old alluvial, that is Bangar, and new alluvial, that is Khadar. Now the Bangar soil has higher concentration of concave nodules than the Khadar, and it has also more fine particles and is more fertile than Bangar. Now alluvial soils as a whole are very fertile. These soils contain adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid and lime, which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat and cereal and pulses crops. Now due to its high fertility, regions of alluvial soil are intensively cultivated and densely populated. Soils in the drier areas are more alkaline and can be productive after proper treatment and irrigation. Now coming to the black soil. In the figure you can see how the black soil look like. Now these soils are black in color and so called as rigor soils. The soil is ideal for growing cotton and is also called as black cotton soil. It is believed that climatic condition along with the parent rock material are the important factors for formation of black soil. This type of soil is typical of the Deccan Trapt region spread over northwest Deccan Plateau and is made up of lava flows. They cover the plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, and also to the extent of southeast direction along the Godavari and Krishna valleys. The black soils are made up of extremely fine, that is clay material, and they are well known for their capacity to hold moisture. In addition, they are rich in soil nutrients such as the calcium carbonate, magnesium, potassium, lime, and these soils are generally poor in phosphoric contents. They develop deep cracks during hot weather, which helps in proper aeration of the soil. These soils are also sticky when wet and difficult to work on unless tilled immediately after the first shower or during the pre-monsoon period. Now coming to the red and yellow soil. Red soil develops on crystalline igneous rocks in areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of Deccan Plateau. Yellow and red soil are found in the parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of Middle Ganga Plain and along the Piedmont zone of the Western Ghats. These soils develop a reddish color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks, and they look yellow because of the hydrated form. Because when it occurs in the hydrated form. Now coming to the laterite soil. Laterite has been derived from the Latin word later, which means break, and the laterite soil develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. This is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rain. Humus content of soil is low because most of the microorganisms, particularly the decomposers like bacteria, get destroyed due to high temperature. Laterite soils are suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers, and these soils are mainly found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. After adopting appropriate soil conservation techniques, particularly in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, the soil is very useful for growing tea and coffee. Red laterite soil in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala are more suitable for crops such as cashew nut. Coming to the arid soils range from red to brown in color. They are generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. In some areas, the salt content is very high, and common salt is obtained by evaporating the water. Due to the dry climate, high temperature, evaporation is faster and soil lacks humus and moisture. The lower horizons of the soil are occupied by conker because of the increasing calcium content downwards. Conker layer forms in the bottom horizon restrict the infiltration of water. After proper irrigation, these soils become cultivable, as it has been in the case of Western Rajasthan. Now coming to the forest soils. These soils are found in hilly areas and mountainous areas where sufficient forests are available, and the soil textures vary according to the mountain environment where they are formed. They are loamy and silty in valley sides and coarse-grained in the upper slopes. In the snow-covered areas of Himalaya, these soils experience denudation and are acidic with low humus content. The soils found in the lower parts of the valleys, particularly on the rivers, terraces and alluvial fields, are fertile. Coming to the soil erosion and soil conservation. The denudation of soil cover and subsequent washing down is described as soil erosion. The processes of soil formation and erosion go on simultaneously, and generally there is a balance between the two. And this balance is disturbed due to human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining. So while natural forces like wind, glacier and water led to soil erosion, running water cuts through the clay soils and makes deep channels as gullies. Now the land becomes unfit for cultivation and is bad land. In the Chambal basin, such lands are called as ravines, and sometimes water flows as a sheet over large areas down a slope. In such cases, the topsoil is washed away, and this is called as sheet erosion. Wind blows loose soil off flat or sloping land, known as wind erosion. Soil erosion is also caused due to defective methods of farming. Ploughing in a wrong way, that is up and down of the slope, form channels for quick flow of water, leading to soil erosion. Ploughing along the contour lines can decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. This is called counter ploughing. Steps can be cut out on the slopes, making terraces. Terrace cultivation restricts erosion. Western and central Himalayas have well-developed terrace farming. Large fields can be divided into strips. Strips of grass are left to grow between the crops. This breaks up the force of the wind, and this method is known as the strip cropping. The planting lines of terraces to create shelter also works in a similar way. Rows of such trees are called shelter beds, and these shelter belts have contributed significantly to the stabilization of sand dunes and in establishing the desert in Western India. So the state of India's environment, what exactly it is? The village of Sukhomajri and the district of Jabua have shown that it is possible to reverse land degradation. Tree density in Sukhomajri increased from 13 hectare in 1976 to 1,272 per hectare in 1992. Regeneration of the environment leads to economic well-being as a result of greater resource availability, improved agriculture and animal care, and also consequently increased incomes. Average annual household income in Sukhumajri ranged from 10,000 to 15,000 per month between 1979 and 1984. People's management is essential for ecological restoration, with people being made the decision makers by the Madhya Pradesh government. 2.9 million hectares, or about 1% of India's land area, are being greened across the state through watershed management. So this is about the resources and development. I hope you are enjoying the video. Stay tuned for more lessons to come, and if you have any queries, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.